Here we go again. Morning, honey. Get this. What the? The dog's coming up in here now. A little bit, oops. A little bit prettier morning. Ugh. I think the skeeters are roaming though. Hey, Jen. Hey, Gloria. What in the world? That's not Beth. Try to get me live over here again. I'm going to try to make this quick this morning. Do I say go live? No. Hey, Sherry and Brenda. Okay, that's not right. I forgot how I did this yesterday. There's the frogs kicking up. My videos. Oh, here I am. I got it now. Hi, I'm good. Oops. The guy is right there again. Thank you, Gloria. That's part of my front yard. Margaret. Oh, from Scotland. Oh, goodness. Brenda, Jennifer. It's real nice out. It's a little bit cool this morning. Cooler than it was yesterday morning, but that's okay as long as those skeeters are still in bed. I'm in my bag a day cup again. But I rinse mine out and use them several days. Oh my gosh, Sherry Kay. I know you'll be glad though, but yeah, I couldn't imagine moving. Not from here. Oh my gosh, been here 20 something years. I am in Pinson, Alabama. Hey, Vicky. Hope I haven't missed anyone. Margaret. Yep. Oh gosh, no snow. No snow, thanks. I don't think we got any this year, did we? I know we got like some ice spits. Some spitting ice-ish things. Maybe. I actually can't remember. But I got up and was starting to move things about 6 o'clock this morning too. I was have we had tornadoes again? Well, I wouldn't doubt it. There's been some pretty rough storms coming through these past couple of nights. Last night, I heard water dripping. Well, not just from my hair, because I washed my hair last night. Look how wet it still is. um, Probably try to leave it down for a minute and see if it'll dry some. Um, he's in position, Teresa. There he is. There he is. I have him in his harness and on his cable just because he's um. Oh my gosh! I didn't know. He's waiting on the fox. Oh gosh, I hope not, because he will tear off of this porch like nothing else. I did trim some bushes yesterday, or cut some down. Actually, I don't know if y'all like the ones that used to be called hickory bushes. I think they're sweet shrub. I'm not really sure. Dang, I didn't know my hair was still that wet. Oh, excuse me. Except I washed it last night about, it was probably 8 o'clock. While my fresh homemade bread made, I made whole wheat. I made wheat bread last night in my bread maker. It was so good. I didn't see the fox again yesterday, but it does. Did I? My days run together these days. Beautiful red bird day right there in my cedar tree. Oh. The sky was so pretty this morning where it had rained most of the night, and the rain was dripping out from under the big cedar, or the one right here by my house, and the sunshine um, was shining through it so beautifully that I so wanted to be out here, because it would have been perfect to be under that shade tree and be under the shade and not be too bright or anything, but I just couldn't get it done. Well, I had already set in my mind to move some old mattresses out of this other bedroom, um, and start setting up that bedroom for somewhere to sew. Was there any damage or people hurt or worse in Tishomingo? Oh my gosh. Oof, this hair. I, but I guess I haven't had any news on. And unless we get a weather alert here, oh my gosh. Well, not trying to make light of it, but at least the businesses were probably not occupied. Hopefully. I need to cut some of this. Again, it reminds me of Loretta. Oh, I never forget. She's just like me. She's like, okay, here, trim. Oh, gosh. I hope nobody was in it. But, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's still a loss. So, see, he's got his nose up in the air, so it makes me wonder. Because that fox is so bold. I know. I mean, it goes below my boo-hunkus. Yeah, you can't see it even if I stand up. You can't see the bottom of it, I don't think. Can you? No, you can't. It goes, yeah, it goes below my honey. I knew it was getting long when it scared me in the shower once. it it tickled me and it scared me. Hey, Nightingale. Anybody else come in I haven't seen yet? Brenda? Oh, I keep saying some people over and over. I can't. Ah. Well, Jennifer, did you cut yours or did you have it cut? If I see anybody going live, I'll get off of here because I don't want to. Because isn't Krista going live again today? Didn't she say she was? And then I've been seeing who else? Jennifer. It's Crochet O'Clock. Been seeing her coming on every day. Hey, I keep hoping to see a guy come across the yard in my videos too. Yeah, it's hard to cut mine. It's always been I haven't cut it that much. Well, it hasn't been touched since August of 13. Yeah, I think I'm feeling better. I keep hearing it in my voice. Somebody mentioned yesterday that they could still hear it in my voice. Maybe Sandy with Left is Right. said something about still being able to hear my voice. Part of that's morning. Well, no. I'd change my mind before he got here, Jane. I was going to say I would pay him, but I would change my mind before he got here. Oh, she passed away, Jennifer. That's the reason I haven't had it cut since, uh, when did I just say? August of 13. She passed away in 14. No, 15. And I just, she cut my hair for like, since 95. So 20 years? What? Shannon's doctor said it could take weeks to get over respiratory virus. Well, and I almost did the unicorn challenge too. I came this close, and I was like, no, um, because I don't have anybody that I would trust to touch my hair really. Because blonde is bad enough to show up errors, and curly's even worse. And people these days cutting hair, it's just like people doing anything else these days are like, well, I don't care what you want, I'm going to do it myself. Stitch Studio, that was AC Moore. Was that, is that not Premiere already? Hey, Linda. You know what scares me though, Jennifer, about me having the flu is it's now been the last time I had the flu, I have so many weird spots though that in my hair I can't see. I'm hearing it this morning though, really. But I've been kicking up some dust too, so that may be part of it. Oh, okay. No, not this morning, Linda. No foxes this morning yet. But the yard is fresh from a good rain last night, so I'm sure he'll be around sometime today. I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, I don't have allergies, but as much pollen as we had last year, I don't have allergies, but as much was floating around in the air, people that don't have allergies would probably be all stopped up and everything. Um, what am I saying? Oh, the thing about having the flu like 2 weeks ago, see, I'm right at the point that I got pneumonia last year or 2 years ago when I had the flu. Because if I get pneumonia, I'm probably not gonna go in. I'm gonna like, Doc, can you come to the car? And even when I had just the flu, it was right before all this other stuff. What is that message coming in? Oh, I knew Chris. I thought I knew Krista was coming in early this morning. Also, John Snyder, Dukes of Hazzard. My turkeys were chirping. But yeah, that's what I worry about. I worry about getting the flu. I don't know, Jennifer. Mama, I went and checked on her the other day because I hadn't heard from her in a couple of days, and that always scares me when I don't hear from her, because I don't want to walk in and find her, not with us anymore. And I'm not trying to be morbid, but God, it scares me, even though Uncle Shuffle Stomp's still down there. I gotta put my hair up, which means my fat's flopping, so hang on. uh, but he's still doing his thing, whatever. I mean, he'll call me or he'll text me and say, Mama needs medicine, or Mama needs this, or go check on Mama. Ow. Oh, thanks, Jane. This is part of it. Like I say, I try to get my dogwoods in there. and that column blocks. I want to get an area set up where I can, in my little birdhouse that's free floating. Of course, no bird's going to get in that with it flopping around like that, but it's more cute than it is useful, I guess. Um, but I've been trying to get a place where I can get a much broader view. Hey, Christy. I want to get a much broader view of my my shirt's like really worn out. You know what though? It's still high. It still covers the parts needed. So my sport bra's about the same. Oh my gosh. It needs to though. So until that string pops, I'm wearing it. Uh, I was thinking though this morning that my sport bra's got some air vent pockets or whatever ventilation. And has anybody ever made a sport bra out of crochet? Uh-oh, Goliath, what's your ears up for? Hey, what you got crinkle head for? What you seeing? It's one thing when he pops up, but when his head crinkles right there in the middle, I'm like, what's up? What is that? And it's kind of like my towels, you know. They may have holes in them and everything, but as long as they still drying and doing their job, they're still part of my family. Ah, here we go. Here we go with this thing. I mean, my Wi-Fi is right on the other side. Well, there's two walls between us, but it's like right there. Duh. But anyway, I did start setting up another room today to hopefully film and going out in the open and get tape open to where I don't have to move stuff to yeah. Hey, my towels will be threadbare. Seriously. And I've even been known to sew things to get. And then, who did I see yesterday that was making bags out of some of their old clothes, which is still a good idea. And t-shirts, you can strip into strips and make baskets and rugs and all kind of stuff. Repair for outdoor furniture. What is that? Did y'all hear that howling? That's scary. And Jane, where I'm at out here, what I'm talking about is like your guy, Squatch. He could walk by in the background anytime. He's welcome here too. And I have seen stuff in my, yeah, is it Bigfoot? Not Squatch. Have y'all seen the dog commercials it's mainly on YouTube for the soap? That's some of the funniest dang commercials I've ever seen. But yeah, it could have been Bigfoot for reals. Sasquatch. And that's one thing, if I would get turned around and get up in my other side of my house, up towards my part of my backyard, one of my backyards, there's no telling what you might see floating around in the woods up there because that's like straight up a mountain. And, which I've been told that we don't really know what mountains are here, but for here it's big, huge. I haven't seen a purple mattress, but oh my gosh, Dr. Squatch. Dude with the blonde hair, he's a cutie anyway. Daryl? Is that his name? The long-haired blonde dude? He said, he said, you're still using the soap your mommy bought you. And he's got the duckies in the background. What are you? Here's what I'm talking about. This is little ears pop up. I've always said he's got his hunting ears and his, oops. Is Teresa still here? There's your guy. My guy. When he pops up like that. Normally he'll just lay there with his, but his head's not too crinkled right now. And used to, when all the dogs were here and they would start getting crinkle head at each other, that's what me and Renee would tell them. No crinkle head. No crinkles. Let's see if we can get a different view. What up, dog? Oh my gosh, I can't see. Hey, Becky. Did you ever send me a pattern that you want? But yeah, I got that, I started getting that room. Yeah, Jennifer, I'm working on, I'm squirreling all over the place. I'm working on this, shawl that I have grown bored with. And you may not be able to see it with the sunshine all behind it. It's, you definitely can't, I don't know if you can see the, ridges in it. I'm looking at my laptop to see, but it's called the Sunset Dreams. Okay, there goes the sun a little bit. Makes me squint. It's called the Sunset Dreams shawl, and it's on a Karen cotton cake ball band. And this isn't Sunset Dreams though. I think it's called Country Romance. Oh, well, duh, there's the colors. I had to reball a whole cake. Have y'all ever had a cake? But I've gotten bored with this, and I don't know why. It's a four row repeat, but it's like, but for some reason I've gotten bored with it. So I pulled out a Luxe Lolly. I've never used those before, and I saw where Jeannie with On the Hook Crochet had a new thing called, let's see, I've actually got it pulled up on my laptop, Sunrise Shawlette, and I thought it was real pretty, so I got a Luxe Lolly out that looks like an Easter sunrise, so I'm going to try to, even though who knows if anybody's going to get to go to church, but you know what, I'll dress up and do my sunrise service right here with my sanctuary. But anyway, that cake, I had cotton Karen cakes, right? Karen cotton cakes. And I had this one, like I said, I think it's called Country Romance. I think I got the first batch of, when did I get those? I got them last year, I think. But they didn't have clearance stickers on them. But anyway, so I got some of those, and I don't go crazy over having to match centers of cakes or anything, because I know that I can just like unwind it to where it needs to be and do it where it needs to be. But I had a, what's up, guy? What's up? You want to say hello? Say hi. Go pee-pee. What you need? You hungry? Mama fixing to get off here. Oh, go do what you gotta do. You going in? But this cake, I've never had a cake do this before. What's the matter, sweet boy? You get fiber in your own nostrils? I've never have okay, so the centers, I don't care if they match or not, right? Excuse me. Excuse me again. But normally, like, if you start with, this one, for instance, is like rose, green, let's see, rose, orange, gold, green, lighter green, and then it starts over, rose, orange, gold. But then the second cake I had went backwards to that. It was like, so normally you can just roll them out to where you need. Hang on, I'm gonna have to get him in the house. What? What is it? Here, you going in? Going in. I've locked myself in now. I can't get around. Come on, you going in? Let's go in. Let me get him in real quick, or whatever he's doing. I don't know. He usually just wants to be turned loose and lay there. Uh-oh. You want on the other side? You going in? What's up, dude? What's up? Go. Go. Oh, he must have skinned his toe out in the yard. Bless him. Go get you something to eat. Hang on, y'all. Let me get him a treat. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so yeah, I had this cake. It started like, hey Loretta. The cake started anyway, where it was going in the order of rose, orange, gold, green. Then the next cake was backwards. It was like rose, green, gold, orange. I've never had a cake that the colors were totally backwards. You know, it may not start where the last one finished, but, you know, like I say, I'm not so big on doing that. I can unwind it to where I need to. But I've never had totally backwards that went totally opposite of the way from the center. Of course, if you go from the outside of the next one, it's going to be backwards, right? But not starting from the center both times. It was really weird. So I don't like pulling from the outside. So I just reballed it. But I was mad when I did it, so it doesn't take very long to ball 500 yards when you're mad. I normally wouldn't ball that much at one time. But anyway, so has anybody else ever had that happen in a cake? It wasn't clearance. Like I say, it wasn't like outlet or mill ends or anything like that. It was weird. But yeah, I started my, get that room ready this morning. I'm going to, oh, okay. Well, I mean, if it was mill ends, what would suggest for a super easy beginner project? I was about to try learning. Wait till your mama Cindy can do it. I made a really odd shaped scarf. But there's a guy called Mikey on the Crochet Crap. I'll send you links, Jennifer. I mean, because now what are you sniffing? See, he just wanted to turn loose so he could just lay right there still. But he wanted to lay on the carpet instead of the thing. I think I hear thunder. Was that thunder? I haven't even watched the weather. I don't even know what it's supposed to do. But that room, I put my sewing stuff in there last night. I've got to get it arranged, and I've got to get a couple of, I got to get lamps situated the way I want it to, and I'd like to decide which wall. One of the walls, I had little patches of stuff that I stuck in the, patchy stuff in the walls. So I don't really, but, you know, I could probably put my grease throw over it or something. Or I've got a few blankets I could. What are you eyeballing, sir? I don't want to have to jump up and chase you. The only millions I've ever ordered from was those mandalas, I think. Well, no, I can't say that. Aren't the pounds of mystery stuff, millions too. But yeah, I've never even checked millions for color changes. Yeah, Jen, like I said, my main problem was over the years, yeah, you will. As soon as you learn how, you're gonna be like, look what I'm doing. That's what I did anyway. One of my first projects was a blanket for Renee. When I learned how to make my ends straight and not lose or gain stitches, um, then I was ready. I was ready to go. That's the main thing I needed because I've tried over the years. Grease has got a little nip in it. Ooh. Um, I'm hearing some really strange noises here today. I mean, there's nobody around, but um, my main problem over the years was, like I say, getting my sides to match up and to not lose stitches or gain stitches on the ends. And Mikey with the Crochet Crowd taught me something as simple as like stacking condos or something like that. But then there's always the counting option because I would lose or gain stitches in the turning chain, I guess. I didn't even know. Well, no, actually, I was missing a whole step in just a simple stitch. And I can't remember. It was like pulling it through or yarn over it or something. There was something about it that I was missing. Just totally missing. Because none of the pictures I had ever seen explained it very well. But then there was YouTube. So I finally could actually watch somebody. Um, well, and Teresa, when I learned, I didn't know the difference. So I think I started with like a double crochet. Well, that was the easiest video. But if you'll just put beginner, learn to crochet or something. And like I say, Mikey with the Crochet Crowd was one of the first ones that I watched. Uh, and he finally set me right. And I have a scarf that I had pulled out some yarn that was probably at least 20 years old. And I just found it in a bag somewhere. And go eat, sweet boy. I don't know what happened with his toe. Um, and I made a scarf that's probably about 9 feet long because it's only about this wide. I think it's about 15 or 20 stitches because I didn't want to do anything huge. I didn't know how far, excuse me, yarn would go. Um, so I just kept at it until it finally leveled out and was straight up the sides and actually started looking good. Bye, Margaret. I'm fixing to get off here too because I know that Krista is live and I did want to catch her some. I always enjoy watching her. But, excuse me. Goodness. That is probably pollen and some of that dust in that from that room. I definitely wanted to set up an area for. I was going to set that room up for my nephew, and then he said, it'd probably be easier for me to just find a place to rent. I'm like, what? I got all this space, and nobody's working right now anyway. So hey, but I'm going to set it up and sew, and then he can sleep on the couch if that's what he wants to do or whatever. I moved those mattresses out this morning, and I want to sew some masks. Dang it, I've been wanting to do that for 2 days. I want to do a tutorial for it, but now I'm seeing 3 or 4 tutorials out there for it, so whatever. And two, I've got so much fabric. I want to make some project bags and stuff. I don't know why. I don't have an Etsy shop or anything. It just seems like the thing to do. um, And Teresa, you said something earlier about me being domesticated and stuff. Yeah, I've always made and baked and cooked. It's just that I haven't done it since it's just been me here. But let me tell you what I'm making next. Is that a hole in my shirt? Yeah, it is. I thought it was just a thing. Um, uh, oh, while looking at my recipes for my bread machine, I found a recipe for honey wheat bagels. I had no idea that bagels were so easy to make. And I also had no idea. Is that a fox? Oh, I cut those bushes yesterday so I could see the fox if he comes up across the driveway right there. Because the first time I ever saw him, I just squirreled the heck out of there, didn't I? First time I saw him, before I knew, well, I knew the three were coming around, but the first time this one just came around like, while me and Goliath were out here, um, he came across the driveway. He came across the dam right there and was drinking water out of the pond. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's kind of bold right there. But anyway, bagels too. I didn't know bagels. Okay, the bread machine doesn't actually make bagels, but it will make your dough. It will knead your dough and everything, and then you take it out and you divide it into however many, and you make it into its little circles like donuts or bagels, duh. And then you boil the dough. I didn't know that. That's crazy. That's just crazy. But it's easy, and then you just bake it. Oh my gosh. Honey wheat bagels. Hey, Ida. Can you imagine fresh baked honey wheat bagels? Oh, can't wait. Um, and like I mentioned yesterday, I think my Mimo always had 5-gallon buckets of uh, sugar and flour and meal and stuff. And she used to just like sling and oh, do they boil pretzel dough too? What is it, sweet boy? What is it? What is it? Yeah, I know. Mama's coming. Um so yeah, I guess I could do that too, couldn't I? Oh, I can't imagine. This bread the the only thing is I made wheat bread last night and like you're all excited and ready to get it done. I haven't made it in a while in my bread maker. I would like to do some sourdough though that's not in the bread. I mean, you can't do sourdough in a bread maker really. Um but sourdough doesn't sound too hard either, other than just not letting it get nasty on the counter or whatever for 4 days. It's kind of it kind of reminds me of sauerkraut. Like you have to leave sauerkraut under the house for like 6 weeks. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, he's gonna get irritable early. But yeah, but anyway, I started the bread last night. It had like 4 hours. It took 4 hours for my bread maker. The longest bread to make. And me so excited. But I waited up on it. And I had a piece before I went to bed. Stop. So I'm going to find some recipes for... I love the steak and ale bread. And that's what I made in it last time. Oh, my pants got stuck on my chair. There's that howling again. Do y'all hear that? There's my hawks. What else y'all want to hear while I'm here? Howling. And did y'all hear that howling? Oh my God. That's scary. I think it was Bigfoot. Okay, well, Goliath's getting ill, and I'm going to try to catch the last little bit of Krista. And I may, yeah, he's being a whiny butt early today. But I was trying not to stay on here but about 30 minutes. It's just been so pretty in the mornings, you know. I just kind of want to share. And if I could get that view under a tree, cedar, oh, that would be so awesome. I would love to do that if I could figure it out. But anyway, I'm going to go get him something to eat and watch the rest of Krista and get started on something. And I may see y'all again in the morning. Who's Zooming today? What time does Sharon start? I know Sharon is Zooming every day, right, Teresa? What time does that start? I'm not promising I'll be there, but uh, Mama T said, hey. Well, send me a message, Teresa. I'm not sure. 1:30 Eastern. Oh, okay. So same time every day? Because, there are some Zooms that are on, like, people are in there all day, every day. And you never know who's in there. So it's hard to drop in and all that stuff. Anyway. All right. Well, I'm going to go then. And now that he's settled down again, I'm going to make him get up. We're like, oh, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, well, I'll see y'all in a little bit, or later, or tomorrow, maybe, just depending on the weather. And, oh, last thing, I'm sorry, squirreling. Yeah, me too, Teresa. I mean, even if I didn't have anything to do, I don't know that I could sit there with the same talking, or even listening. Because sometimes listening is still just kind of aggravating. I watched a channel last night. I think it's Fiber Fox Studios, and the girl's name is, I put it in the Facebook group. Courtney and her husband, they live tiny. And they have a YouTube channel that I think is called Tiny Swamp something. Anyway, I put the link in the um, on the Facebook page. Yeah, Courtney and Charlie, maybe. She is so funny though, and that laugh, oh my gosh! I normally get tired of people that laugh like that. You know what I mean? I mean, after so long, it's just gets on my nerves. But anyway, she is just hilarious talking about tiny living, and she says she's in Southeast Georgia. So I've asked her where she is since my daughter is in South Georgia. I'm gonna try to find out if she's near Renee, and like I always do, I'm like, well, go see my daughter, because I can't. Um, but y'all go check them out. They've only got like 30 or 130 subscribers. But she does a crochet channel too. She does. I think she's Fiber Fox something studio, or I get confused between Petra and Mimi and the other Fibers and Foxes. So, and my Fox. Okay, that's all. Check the Facebook page and go check them out because they're sweet kids and they're really enjoying living out there by themselves in a tiny little, I forget what she calls it, a shed house, tiny house. So, all right, I will see y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.